Welcome in Nishat Physics class. Here we are going to discuss about motion for class 9th CBSE board. Before going to discuss motion, we have to know about physical quantities, their units, vector quantities and scalar quantities. After that, I will start motion. First, I am going to discuss about physical quantity. Physical quantity. Physical quantity. Just to see various phenomena in day-to-day life. Having some mass. 5 kilogram. Here 5 is numerical value. Numerical value. And kg is unit. It means mass is a physical quantity whose numerical value is 5, 6, 7, whatsoever it may be, and unit is kg. Then it is very clear mass is measured either in kilogram or gram in the CGS system. Then combinedly numerical value and unit. Combinedly numerical value and unit is known as magnitude. Magnitude. Every physical quantity has numerical value, unit and magnitude. For example, distance. Here 5 meter. Distance is a physical quantity, you may also call it length, whose numerical value here again 5 numerical value here and meter unit. Then 5 meter is magnitude of length or distance. 5 meter. We have many physical quantities in nature. We day to day confront with those physical quantities. Moving with certain speed, our velocity. Just pushing a wall, table, you are exerting a force, our pressure, it is also a physical quantity. Your car is accelerating, velocity increases, acceleration is also a physical quantity. You have numerous physical quantities in physics. But physical quantities are divided into two categories: a scalar quantity and vector quantity. So first we will going to differentiate between a scalar quantity and vector quantity. A scalar quantity. A scalar quantity and second one is vector quantity. Here I am asking a question. Just I am supposing that you are before me, my students, and asking a question. You are going some known relative for any city and you are advised by your parents that you are going to meet someone first time, then must carry some sweets. And for that purpose, you went that place, and after reaching that place, you found a sweet corner and asked, give me 2 kg sweets. Any sweets you choose. 2 kg sweets. Here 2 kg, it is the magnitude. Magnitude. You got 2 kg, very clear. To give me 2 kg sweets, and you got it. Now hold the packet in your side and get out from the sweets corner. You are unaware about the route, but you know the name of the place. You called someone and asked, I want to go Shantinagar. You want to go Shantinagar because your relative is in the Shantinagar. You asked a fellow. He simply told 2 kilometer. Here 2 kilometer. km, kilometer. It is the magnitude. It is magnitude. Is it possible to go 2 kilometer? Not possible, because you have no direction. You have no direction, so not possible to go 2 kilometer. So this 2 kilometer demands a direction. It demands physical quantity. You are not going to adding by your choice. It is demand direction. Okay. If at the sweets corner you are asking, give me 2 kg sweets in the north, he will laugh. What is idiotic question? 2 kilometer in the north. If you add in the 2 kg direction, it is irrelevant and rubbish. But when you simply are giving 2 kilometer without direction, it is meaningless. In the mass, direction is meaningless, and in the distance without direction, it is meaningless. It means every physical quantity has magnitude, but a scalar quantity has only magnitude. It has only magnitude. It has only magnitude. And vector quantity, it has magnitude and direction, magnitude and direction both. So now it is very clear. Then quantities, physical quantities having only magnitude is known as scalar quantities, and physical quantities having both magnitude and directions known as vector quantity. Here I am enlisting some scalar and vector quantities used in class 9th. Here, a scalar quantity, and here vector quantity. Vector quantities. A scalar quantity, mass, time, distance, speed, density, pressure, power and energy. In vector quantities, displacement, velocity, acceleration, weight, linear momentum, so here scalar quantities mass, time, distance, speed, density, pressure, power and energy etc. In the same way vector quantity, displacement, velocity, acceleration, weight, linear momentum etc. Now both things are clear. It will be used in learning motion. Now we are going to learn difference between distance and displacement. Going to learn distance and difference between distance and displacement. Here, suppose that you are supposed to have a journey from Aligarh to Delhi. Here Aligarh and this is Delhi. Aligarh and this is Delhi. You know that there are various turns in the road, like this, first like this, move like this. A. The AD, then total path, if you know, then asking what is the distance. So distance is defined as distance total path of journey. Shortest definition, total path of journey, because this is the total path of journey. But air route, our shortest distance is AD. AD is the shortest distance. So shortest distance between two points, two places, two cities known as displacement. So here displacement is shortest distance displacement is shortest distance between initial point and final point. Just see here, from A to B by zigzag path, no direction. So distance is a scalar quantity, because your car from Aligarh to Delhi changes its path in many ways. So it has no any one particular direction. So distance is a scalar quantity. But if there is a device that directly fly like an aeroplane from A to D, then it has a direction. So displacement here, displacement is a vector quantity. vector quantity. Displacement is vector quantity. I think that concept of displacement and distance is clear to you. Just imagine how can you find out distance and displacement. Just imagine a circular park. It has radius r. R is radius of circular park. R is radius of circular path. Circular path. Your friend starts from A. Your friend starts from A. Starts from A. Number 1. He completes one complete round. He completes one round. He completes one round. It means a starting position is A and reaching position is also A. Find out distance and displacement. Find out distance and displacement. Distance and displacement. It is very clear. For the distance, it is the circumference. So distance is nothing but distance is circumference. Nothing but circumference. Thus, distance is 2 pi r. What's about the displacement? What's about the displacement? A starting point is A, reaching point is A, so displacement is 0. It means if a person complete a circular track, then distance is 2 pi r, where r is radius and displacement is 0. Now, your another friend but here one thing, you know that because it is a displacement, then it must have direction, because displacement is a vector quantity. Just to try to understand, if any vector quantity has 0 magnitude, it has infinite direction. We learn in the higher classes, infinite direction, because every vector quantity has a direction. So here infinite direction, because you learn in the higher classes how a 0 vector has infinite direction. Now, one of your friend starts from A and reaches B. Starts from A and reaches B, just opposite of the A, diametrically opposite. So, here distance is 2 pi r, and half of the circumference, that is pi r. And what's about the displacement? Displacement is shortest distance AB. AB is shortest distance. This is displacement, and AB is the shortest distance, and shortest distance is nothing but it is a displacement. So displacement is here r plus r equal to 2r. You know that each and every vector quantity has a direction. Then what should be direction? Just to take here point A and A here, just take here. So A is the origin because it starts from the origin. So this is the A and this is the B. I think that you know the map. This is the north, up is north, this is south, and right hand is east and left hand is west. So direction of the displacement is west. So two are in the west. Because in writing vector quantity, in writing displacement, direction is essential. Otherwise, you are not going to get total, complete and full marks. Now, one of your friend start from A and reaches just making a 90 degree at point C. This is also R. Moving like this, as like this, AC. Moving like this, AC. Then, in this case, A to C. A to C. How can you find out distance? Distance. 2 pi r is the circumference and it is the 1 upon 4 of the circumference. So divided by 4 and that is pi r by 2 is the distance. Now what's about the direction means I mean that is the displacement. You know that it is the shortest distance. This is the shortest distance. This is r and this is the r. So for displacement AC here, you have to use Pythagoras theorem. So AC equal to r square plus r square and under root, and this is r root 2. It means displacement is r root 2. But direction is also essential for the displacement. Displacement is not complete unless direction is not given. So now see this. Here. This is point A. And you are going here. This is A and this is point, one minute. This is point A. So here A is the origin. Just you. So here A is the origin. Now this is the direction. Because put origin is the here. So that's the A, C. Then you can say in the north, west. So here is the north, r root 2, north, west. In the same way, if your friend is moving from here point D, then displacement is this AD. In both cases, distance is pi r by distance is here. So this is distance. This portion is distance. It means 2 pi r into this portion is 3 by 4. 2. What you get? 3 by 2 pi r. This is the distance. But displacement is same. Displacement is same like earlier, and that is pi r by 2. What is displacement? Displacement is here r, and this is r, and this is r root 2. So again displacement is r root 2. What we see in both cases, from A to C, distance is pi r by 2. A to D, distance is 3 by 2 pi r. But in both cases, displacement is same, but direction is different. So we can say in both cases displacement not same, because only magnitude is same but direction are different, and direction plays a very important role in vector quantity. Suppose that you are going 30 km east and someone is going 30 km west. In both 30 km is common, but direction is not common. So one reaches east and you reaches one to the west. So this all about the last point. I am going to discuss the one numerical on displacement. After that, I will finish this lecture, and maybe tomorrow I will load for the motion. That is the motion. Here, a person moves 4 kilometers in the east. 4 kilometers in the east, and here turn here 6 kilometers in the south, and again 4 kilometers in the east. I think that this point is very clear, that this is the north, east, west and south. So here 4 kilometers in the east, then this is south 6 kilometers and 4 kilometers. This is A, B and C. Just to find out distance, very simple. Total path traversed by the body. So AB plus, suppose that this is this is C and this is D. AB plus BC plus CD here. AB is 4 plus 6 and plus 4. 14 kilometers. But what's about the displacement? This is displacement. Then how can you find out AD? AD is displacement. AD is displacement, and you have to find out AD. For that, you have to do some addition, and like this construction here, and this is, because this is 4, so it is also 4, and this is 6, so this is also 6. So we have a triangle. Suppose that ABDC, this is the E. Now in triangle ADE, ADE, you have to find out AD. So AD equal to 448, 8 square, plus this is 6 square, under root, and here 64 plus 36 under root 100 under root. So here what you see, that displacement is here 10 kilometer. One thing, displacement never be greater than distance. Maybe displacement and distance equal, maybe, if both are going in the straight line. But distance is always greater than displacement. Displacement is either smaller than or equal to distance. So hope you like this lecture, and if any curiosity, then ask in the comment box. I will try to sort out in the next video, sequence 2. And now I am going to close my lecture. Very thanks. And one thing, if you like and subscribe, then I will become happy. Thank you.